What's up, everybody? Champs here, and today we are going to be talking about what went down at the Malaysia Grand Prix at Kuala Lumpur. And let's get this started right away. In pole position, Lewis Hamilton. Now, I'm assuming that, okay, Lewis Hamilton is going to win that race. However, let's get this started. First lap, Hamilton's is ahead of everybody, and it was a pretty good battle between Bottas and Verstappen for a place for a position in the race. Vettel was trying to fight back because remember in qualifying Q1, he actually was forced out of Q1 and did not make it, so he ended up having to start last and had to fight his way back to try and get to the front of the pack so that he can retain his driver's championship lead. And it was, let's just say he has done a good job. He has done a good job till the point. And at the beginning, Ocon has to pit for the soft tires. So it looks like there was a puncture in his car, so that's why he went out so early. Verstappen was on a move. He was on a move since the beginning of the lap. He was going to try and win this race, and yeah, it was a really good race for Verstappen. I'll tell you what happened. And as far as the Kimi Raikkonen's concerned, Kimi Raikkonen has retired from the race. So I don't know what happened, but I think it was due to his contact with Ocon, which yeah, actually no, it wasn't because Ocon had a puncture due to him being involved in the sandwich between the two Williams, in between his teammate and the Williams Massa. So Perez and Massa could you see like there was could be another way around, just like in Singapore, just like the last race where I believe it was Verstappen. I think it was Verstappen that got sandwiched between the two Ferraris. So yeah, that would. So yeah, that was crazy enough, and it was a great race so far. Stroll came with the wheel, but however, he tried. Let's just say Stroll tried. He tried to gain places and move up into the pack, just like he's been doing to get the points in several previous races. As far as Sebastian Vettel, of course, he's doing quick laps, fastest laps to be exact, when he because he was trying to claw his way back from his disappointment in Q1. So that was great. That was great, and in lap 25 he was actually in fourth place, so just a span of 25 laps he went from being in to last place because of the qualifying, come into P4. And that's totally dominant fashion because he isn't wasting any time. He actually wants to win this race, and he knew that he has to start from the back and he has to power his way through everybody else. Lap 26, however, bad for Ocon. Ocon has spun. I don't know who spun him, but I believe that there was something wrong with Ocon's car. But it was Carlos. But just to be pointed out that it was the Saints and Ocon were colliding each other, causing Ocon to spin out, and the stewards were having a look at that. It was just technically, I didn't know if that was on purpose or not. But however, Saints had a problem. He had an engine problem, and yeah, so therefore he wasn't be he didn't have a penalty because of the Ocon one. He actually ended up being, I believe he ended up retiring for engine failure, so he had an engine problem. And for and of course, Fernando Alonso, he's had a decent race. He like it didn't have any effect on him. Sebastian Vettel keeping on quick laps in the 41st lap. So I'm just saying that Sebastian Vettel is on a roll. He is on a roll, and pretty much it would be the battle of like in lap 46. It would be the battle of the four. It would be the battle of the former Red Bull teammates, Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel. And like it was pretty race, but however in the end, Verstappen wins the Malaysia Grand Prix, and it turns out that this weekend is actually Verstappen's birthday weekend, and what a present for Verstappen by having the win at Malaysia. So a happy birthday to Max Verstappen of Red Bull, I believe, and of course Hamilton. He extends his championship lead to 39. I don't know. But no, actually, ends up increasing his championship lead from Vettel to 34. That's right. He extended his championship lead, which was great for him. So let's take a look at the rundown of the top 10. Verstappen with the win. Hamilton ends up in second. Third place goes to Ricardo, and Vettel is in fourth. So he started from last place, and he finished in fourth. That I would have to say that was an amazing drive by Sebastian Vettel. Leave down in the comments below what you think, because if you agree, because I believe that Vettel clawed his way back from being last place after being forced out in Q1 and ends up in fourth place, getting the points. I was certain that I would like to win that one just to cut Hamilton's championship lead, unless Bottas finishes in the top five with number fifth place. Perez finished in sixth place, and those six are actually the only six drivers that finished in the lead lap. Van Dorn finished in seventh. Lance Stroll continued his points run in finishing in eighth place with 4 points, I believe. Massa finished in ninth place, and Ocon finished in 10th. Alonso, Magnussen, Grosjean, and, and guys, that's something I don't remember. Palmer finished in 15th. Hulkenberg in 16th. Wehrlein in 17th. 18th goes to Ericsson. And the only two that had retired were Kimi Räikkönen and Carlos Sainz, where Carlos Sainz had an engine failure, and Kimi Räikkönen, I don't know what happened to him. He retired early in the race. But yeah, that was the actual race. That was the race. And it was a pretty fun one, to say the least. Love the battles. The way that Vettel clawed back. Maybe it's kind of like when it's like the ultimate underdog story of Vettel, where he had the lead and he had the lead of the drivers' championship, but he ends up losing that lead to Hamilton. But then after that, he had to claw his way back from in this race. He had to claw his way back from last place, where he failed to qualify from Q1 after being forced out, and finished in fourth place. So that was a pretty hard fought fight into the top four for Sebastian Vettel. But yeah, That was an amazing race. And the next race, I believe, is the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. Yeah, that was great. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this race video. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down on what you think of the race because personally, I think that this race was actually a great race for Vettel, concerning even though he didn't finish in the podium. But however, he ends up fighting his way into the top 5 from last place. That's right, and Hamilton extends the lead into a championship, but only just by a little margin. But anyways, subscribe to my channel for more, and we'll see you next time when I do next post race, which would be at the Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka.